yourself and even me, and I work to support. We do it together. It's collaboration. Use your brain. Build yourself. Help yourself to grow. Me, I don't fake anything. Help yourself to grow. This my house that I bought, so mo shi gba mortgage díẹ̀ tí mo fi support ara mi, and I pay back every month, and I work. Cause a lot of you get the chicken on that cleaner like let to be a lot. You don't even know the half of it, my dear. You want to be Iyabo Ojo? Do you know what Iyabo Ojo has gone through? Do you know what I have been through? You don't know the half of it. And you can never know the half of it. I don't want to. Some of you have not even worked 1 year. You have not said, I'm in school. I want to pay. I want to. What are you doing as a full-time student when you know you don't have a support system? When I went to school, I went for part-time because I was working so I could pay for my school fees. Why do you have so much self-entitlement? I'm your fan for so many. So what if you're my fan for so many years? Must I feed you? Do you know how many people I feed? Do you know how many people I feed? You're my fan does not give you the right to tell me that I have to give you money because you're my fan. Probably you should not be my fan again. Don't let people come and mislead you on social media. All that glitters is not gold. Time waits for no one. 1 minute you're 10, the next minute you're 20, the next minute you're 30, the next minute you're 40, and then you clock 50, 67, and before you know it, it depends. My mom didn't even wait to clock 70 and she left. You don't know what time, you don't know what year, you don't know where. Make the best use of your life. So I have jumped from married women, bad relationship, to the youth. You see guys out there, they'll come and, I'm a growing artist, I'm a kidney accomplice, let me promote my music, because yes, I try to promote as many artists that come my way that I feel I should help promote their music, because I love music, I believe in that industry, even though I'm not a musician, I do that. And sometimes I chat with them, what do you do? I say nothing, I'm just an artist, you don't do anything. You're just an artist, you don't have money, oh, they blow. And you don't do anything. And then you come and tell me you're depressed. I should say, which money? I'm depressed in Nigeria. I'm depressed in Nigeria. Frustration were everywhere. The more you have, the more stress. The less you have, the more the more worries. You get that? You're not working. You're not doing anything. Even if you want to be a superstar, a musician, an actress. I tell a lot of people that want to act movies. From the onset, I think I'm one of the very first people in the Yoruba industry that I kept preaching to a lot. And I thank God a lot of ladies are doing that now in the industry. A lot of my colleagues. You cannot be doing actress alone and sit down and say, we are not in America where they pay artists a big money. Forget all that one that they will say, one actress, you see, on social media, on Google. When you Google the richest actress, worth 500 million. Iyabo! Bag. Iyabo lati how many of us can buy brand new sh0cking? To kumbo ni gbogbo nra. Wa ko ba fi nylon wa fi bo lára ajo tuntun. To kumbo gbogbo wa nra. E ma jo ton yin. Elomi ma ṣiṣẹ́ bóyá. I remember one of my cars I bought. I had to shoot 3 movies. 3 Yoruba movies. I had to shoot it before I bought 1 car. 3 movies ni mo ya. Tí mo fi gbé mọ́tò kan. What do you know? You don't see the pain. You only see the results, the joy, the happiness. You don't know what goes on out there. Yeah, my husband is not that. I don't know. I want to leave. When I leave, my mother, my family sent me back there. Your family sent you back there. Ìwọ jọmọ wọ́. When you want to disvirgin, your family did not send you back there. When you now marry and left, your family send you back there. Must you go back to your family house? Sorry, be more family. Because you are a lazy person. You leave one house that is maltreating you. You want to go back into another house that is not accepting you. And then you go back to where they will now finally kill you. Use your brain. Use your brain. Oh, I want to be like you when I grow up. Don't be like me when I grow up, my dear. Because you don't know my story. Be like yourself. Be original like you. Let it be all about you. Yeah, let it be all about you. And the guys that you think that you can be maltreating one woman, you do anyhow to her. You abandon her and her children. You treat her wrong. Especially the ones that have suffered with you. You dump them. You go for a better one. Karma awaits you. Ele on shoro Bibeli, ele on shoro Quran. Karma, ó dúró díẹ̀ ni. Ó dúró díẹ̀ ni. Ẹgbà ni. Ó dúró díẹ̀ níwájú. If you maltreat that woman, you will suffer for it. If not in your young age, you will suffer for it in your old age. Those children that you have abandoned will leave you there lonely. You will die a lonely and a very sad man. Irú yín lè máa darúgbó ẹ máa wá ọmọ kékeré kiri àwọn young girls. Àwọn young girls ṣe wọ́n wá fẹ́ yín torí owó yín wá lọ máa gbádùn ara wọn ta. Wọ́n látàrẹ dáadáa wá gbá gbogbo ẹ̀ sára bá wá wọlé wá bẹ́ẹ̀ bí ò ní lè sọ̀rọ̀ tó ló ti darúgbó wá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. You left my money. Sorry dear. Sorry honey. Ama yin mu si elura mari babo ofo. Iya yen náà ni. Ara iya yen náà nìyẹn tó ti. Whatever you do in this life, if you don't know how to give some, because let me tell you, a lot of men out there, most of you are narcissists. Maybe you don't know. A lot of you men, you're narcissists. You don't know how to love. Do you know why? We mothers are the one. We are the one that cause it you. Ati fife, ati fi ba yin je. Ani je egbapa. Ani je egbese. Amala àwọn ọmọ wa ọkùnrin wáyé. Everything they want we do for them. So when they get married, they expect their wives to become their second mother. Give them everything, because we mothers, we don't come to you, these boys, to say, my son, this is what I'm going through. I forgive. Help me. I'm in pain. We don't do that. You will come, mommy. Hey, mommy, I need 5,000. We'll give you take. Mommy, I need 10,000. We'll give you take. Hey, mommy, I want to eat eba. I will give you eba. Mommy, I want to eat chicken. We'll give you chicken. Mommy, my clothes is dirty. We wash it for you. Mommy, my room is not clean. We clean it for you. Mommy, I want this. We give you. Mommy, I want that. We give you. So when you marry, you expect the same thing. You expect your wife to clean for you, cook for you, do everything for you. You go out there, you misbehave out there, you do everything out there. So when she challenges you, you see it like a big deal. Why is she challenging me? Because you never had a mother to challenge you. Because you don't know. Yeah? And that's what happens to a lot of men. We are the reasons why a lot of men are the way they are. We mothers. Because everything they do, we pamper their head. And then the mother-in-laws. Nígbà táwọn ìyàwó yín bá wá bá yín, your daughter-in-laws, when they come, and they say, mommy, my husband is, don't talk about my son like that. My son is not like that. You're the one that is a bad woman. Women, mothers, stop it. Because your own husband did you wrong does not give you the license to treat all the women that come to marry your son the same way. Learn to be a good mother-in-law. Scold your child first. I have 5 boys in this house. And I tell them every time, you better be careful. The day you go and give somebody belly, if that girl let her be as ugly as anything. Let her be as I don't want to know. I will accept it. I will accept that shite had that baby. That is why God made me. Me, in my youth, ni mo bimo, so I still have energy. And I work out. I'm still strong. And God will give me long life. You beat your wife. I tell Festus, if I come to your house, I will break your head. Me de paromo. I will deal with you. I will bite you. I will shock you. He will be laughing. I say, yes. You have no right to beat her. You have no right, to maltreat her. Because you saw her. It was a decision. You made that decision. Whether you are not planning to mago, but when God wants to catch you, she not get belly. You own up to your responsibility. Mothers, how many of you talk to your sons like that? And it begins from when they are small. You see a lot of women. My house help cannot sit on my chair. My house help cannot eat on the same plate with my children. My house help cannot use the same spoon with my children. My house help cannot watch television. My house help cannot do this. My house help cannot do that. You are the witch. The devil. See, all this one will say devil. Devil di o ti daru gbogbo pe ti devil ti wale aye. Sori àwọn ọmọ ti devil bi gan wọ́n burú ju devil lọ. You are the one misleading your sons and your daughters from a very young age. You have already given them that impression. You have given them that mindset that they are bigger and better than the less privileged. You have trained them that way. When you're not there most of the time, you go out though. Is this house help that will see their mistakes, but they cannot help you correct them? Because when you correct them, you will come and say, no, mommy, he could no, mommy. Sorry, the way you lay your bed, that is how you are going to lie on it, yo. The way you lay your bed, you will lie on it. Otoro ni kama son. Me, I'm not a perfect human being. No. I have my own flaws too. But me, I will say it as it is. A lot of problems that we go through in this life, it is caused by our own hand, our own self. By and then when the wala comes down, you are not looking for where to run to. You are not looking for who to blame. You are not looking for wala. That's a shame. But in this life, everything that you do, all of you wants to say, it's when I die, I will go to hell. So you want to escape it. That way you die, you don't even know how that place will be. Or more, you will start to eat it from this life. You hear they'll say, it's bad people, they don't die on time. Yes, they don't die on time because if only they can tell you what they go through in their old age. Because sometimes God will leave them in this world to suffer. They will suffer. They want to die, the day will not come. Because you have to chop it in full doses. As you give it, so shall you receive it. So let me go back to the very first one I was talking about. Hey, my husband beat me. I'm going through emotional problem. Hello? Madam. A lot of men out there, they are narcissists, egoistic people. They don't know how to love. They lack empathy. They don't understand. So if you like, you cry for now till tomorrow, and you give an excuse. Hey, my husband is upset with me today. Maybe because he's stressed out, or maybe because he doesn't have any reason to treat you bad. If he loves you and he calls you the sugar of his eye, he calls you the tomato that he eats, he calls you the only mosquito in his net, he calls you the honey in his cucumber. Whatever it is that he calls you, he has to live up to it. It is not the amount of things that he says with his mouth that matters, but his actions towards you. If you have a husband that makes you feel like an idiot. If you have a husband that has no respect for you, if you have a husband that treats you like a piece of shit, you have a husband that does not care about you, you have a husband that at every freaking fucking time he's going to slap you, you have a husband that will do anything wrong to you. And you're asking me, Iyabo, for advice. Advice on my friend. She me mo be jiya ni. She me mo be gbagba ti ni. She me mo be gbegba sara ni. She me ni. You people should stop sending me DMs, oh. Because I will start watching your DMs and I will be posting it there. Maybe people should be helping you, advise you, because you are not using your brain. Any man that does not treat you right, walk away. You don't need me to tell you that. Let your brain know that. Your happiness should come first. Your life should come first. Even before the life of your children. Because a lot of you will say, I'm in the marriage because of my children. Children, the teenager, they are gone. They begin to live their own life, have their own friends, do their own things. By the time they get to adulthood, they have moved on. You can't even go to their house without first calling them to seek permission. They live in their house. If you're lonely on your own, you call themselves. They'll be telling their friends, oh, my mom can call me too much. She knows. Oh my, just hold on, let me call her. Hello, mommy, I'll call you back. I'm busy. And you deprived yourself happiness because of this. You deprived yourself everything good because of them. They will live their life and they will move on faster than you could ever think. It's the same way with you, I'm sure. When your parents call you, or your mom or your dad, you really don't have so much to talk about with them. So it's the same thing. You cannot be in a broken relationship because you want to wear a ring and say, I am Mrs. Somebody. You cannot be in a relationship and say you want to be Mrs. Somebody and then you are dying silently and then you now come into my DM and you're asking me for advice. And your advice will look like a phone. Use your brain. Use your brain. Sometimes I go on Gistlover. Because I know Gistlover is in this page now. And I sit down. And I see Gistlover will come and put one lady there. Homebreaker! Housebreaker! We are going to do you today. Kinika. Gistlover, have you ever gone back to that same home to find out if that woman that they broke her home and tried to wreck her house and do a lot with her husband, is that woman, has she left that home or she's still there? Gistlover, I'm very low. Do you know how many women that you will carry their story and put there? Oh, the husband did this, the husband did that. Did she send you a message? She's still there. She's still there. She will even insult you with her husband. Don't mind that. I don't even know that plug. They need to put that plug there. I don't know who sent that message. Oh, sorry, honey. What do you want? You want to keep what do you want to eat, honey? I'm sorry, baby. I don't know how they go. The husband says a lie. You're the one that did it. You asked your friends to do it. You gave them a... So I'm not the one that did it. Oh, God knows it's my heart. Honey, I love you. God knows I'm not the one that did it. Why would I want to do that to my home? I can never leave my husband because of another woman. And then you slide into my DM and say, I'm going through a lot in my marriage. I don't know what to do. I want to move, but I don't know how to move. So nearby. Yes, the network went bad for a while. Came back. Hello, I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? I don't know what happened to this phone. I don't know what's happening. It's like the internet is low. Maybe the internet is upset that I am doing this. I don't know. You know. I don't know. Can you see me? You understand? So, my dear fellow women that slide into my DM, don't slide into my DM anymore. Are you understanding me? Don't slide into my DM anymore. Don't slide into my DM anymore. Am I making sense to you? Don't slide into my DM anymore. Because it's frustrating. Very, very frustrating. I don't want it. She said, well, okay. If you want to contribute to this conversation that we've had, please, you can say, I want to. I'll add you. Why them are saying DMs to me? I'm going through emotional problem. My husband clinical. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to start. I want to leave him, but I can't. If the one even said I'm pregnant again, he has been beating me. I noticed this since we married, but I was thinking it was going to change. And now I'm pregnant with the third baby. I don't know what to do. I want to walk away, but I don't know how to walk away. Please, how did you do it? How did you? How did I do what? How did I start what? Madam, use your brain. Hello brain, hello brain. Hello brain, can function where? It's really annoying. Hello brain. If you're not happy in a relationship, zoom away. Do you know how many relationships I walk out from? Or I should walk English. I should walk out from or walk out on. I be any which one. I don't care. If I marry today, I am not happy in that marriage, I will move away. See, let me tell you something. Your happiness is important. Like I said, it is important. Your sanity is very important. Marriage is not a do or die. Our mothers that went into it that time and remained there, a lot of them died of hypertension. BP ló pa yala ya tó pọ̀ jù. A lot of them in their old age, when they should be happy and enjoying, they died with hypertension, with BP. So let's be real with ourselves. There are wonderful men out there. If one does not work for you, another will work for you. You don't understand. You don't have to kill yourself. It's a decision that you make. If you choose to remain in it, it is your decision. If you die, we will all remember you and say, oh, she died. We'll move on. My mother died. My whole world stopped. I felt I wasn't going to move or eat for like 2 days. I wasn't eating. They were forcing me, bringing tea, bringing water. But I still drank the water. I still drank the tea. And later I still ate the food. It shows that in this life, when you go, even your loved ones will move on. And that's a fact. Those children, they will live their life. They will remember you. Do you know the funny thing? Some of those kids gone, when they grow, they'll be very close to their father. That same father, they'll be close to them. So, my dear, your happiness should come first. Use your brain. For me to do this life, is because I have read and 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 read. I'm tired of receiving so much DM messages on people who want me to cancel them on how I moved on as a single mother. I don't know how you want me to cancel you. My own story was different though. I don't know how you want me to cancel it. Rather, I say cancel. My own story was different. What I went through was different. We are different. You can move on today, and it will take you 1 year, 2 years to overcome it. Somebody else can move on, and it will take them a longer time. Some can move on, and it will take them a shorter time. In this my single motherhood, I have seen people who, after I left my marriage, got married. The marriage didn't work. They left the marriage and they still found somebody else and they still got married to that person. Another person, rather. And she's happy, so she says. So in this life, you will see some people, they will leave the marriage. It will take them a longer period to get married again. Some will never get married. So everybody has. You cannot work with my own calendar. Because my calendar is for me and me alone. Your calendar should be for you and you alone. You understand? Your calendar should be for you and you alone. Just lover, don't. Just lover. Just lover. What is your problem? You want to come live? What is your problem on my page? I can see. What are you writing there? What is the problem? Are you understanding me? So, in this life, please, use your brain. That is all I'm going to say. Let me go live with the first person. Pray. And you send me in. She understand. GLB, do you want to come live? Should I bring you live on my page? You are my problem. Okay, let me read this, lover. You are my problem. Everybody beg Iyabo for me. Make she marry. Okay, just lover, you want me to marry? Oh, yeah, come like. Can I marry a ghost? I can't marry a ghost now. If I want to marry you, just lover, should I call you now? Will you come live so I can see your face? Maybe you are one cute guy. I be sure being in maybe you are one cute guy. You understand? We never can say. At least all the money you have been collecting for advert, it plenty. You understand? You will be a problem to me, and I will not be a problem to you. So, are you ready to come live so everybody can see my baby boo? My boo boo boo. Oh my God. I'm trying to call someone now. The person, okay, let me see. I'm going to call somebody else now. Who should I call? Who should I call? Who should I call? All right, who should I call? Temitope is here. Oh. You understand? So this life, my sisters that send me DM, I love you, I appreciate you, but please stop asking me how. Stop asking me how are you going to move on? You don't know how to leave him. He's beating you. You see, for you to even think of it, that I need to ask Iyabo Joe advice, it means that you can advise yourself. It means that you already know the solution. And the solution is for you to move on. You understand? The solution is for you to move on. Just move on with your life. Pick it again from the beginning. Start all over. And move on. Gist love, let me even try and call Gist love herself. Whether Gist love will even break the internet today and pick. Where did they do calling? Gist lover, there's no hide live video from Gist lover. Report, reply, pin. Gist lover, I can't see any way to call you from. Can you imagine? Gist lover. Gist lover, I cannot marry you because I don't know you. You're a ghost. I can't marry a ghost. I reject that.